Hey all, welcome again on David Stack. So sorry for uploading a video very late because I was sick and I was not able to speak because of the cough and cold. But now I am fine. And you know that in the last video, I told you that we will have to create a REST API endpoint for the blog post. So when we click on a plus button, then we will land into the blog post page where we have to integrate a REST API endpoint. And in this video, we will work on that REST API endpoint creation. So basically, what we have to do is we have to go on a blog server, which is a REST server project of Node.js, and here inside the model we have to create a new model for the blog post. So the model name will be like blog post dot model.js, and as we did in profile.model.js or user.model.js, we specified the thing that what are the parameter will be there in our blog post. Suppose in the blog post we have title, cover image, and body. Those things we have to mention in the blog post.model.js. So let's create a blog post model schema over here. So you know that to create a schema we use a mongoose. So let me import a mongoose over here, and we already have a package of mongoose where I had to specify mongoose over here. And after importing a mongoose package, what we had to do that we had to create an instance of the schema. So let me create a schema instance over here, and in the mongoose we have a schema parentheses, and now we can create a schema for our blog post. So same I will create a schema, and it will be a type of schema which we created instance, and here we have to specify the object. So let me specify the thing. So first thing will be the username. As you know that we have to uniquely identify the thing with help of the username, and the username thing will be applicable at the time of fetching the uh, personal blog. And let me go on a blog, and here after the fetching a profile data, I told you that we will have to show the our own blog, what are the blog we posted. So with help of this username only we can fetch the personal blog, because username is unique for the each user. And now the another thing is title. So title will be also a string type, and third thing is body. It will also a string type. Like the body, in the body we will write the blog, the whole blog thing, and we will send the data using this body parameter. I mean, at the time of posting the content of the blog, we will send that content in a body. So basically what I'm doing, just I'm making a video beginner friendly. So the body have a single string type, but in the medium you can see that you have a body, photo type, I mean the image type, or embedded body. So that is a generic type, and to create that kind of thing we need to create an object inside there. Inside the object we have to specify that what type of body we have, and for the body type also we need to create another model. So it will make a video complex, and I don't want to make a video complex, I want to make the video beginner friendly. So after this whole blog app development, you will get a clear idea that what will happen in the backend and the front end. So I just want to give a small idea that how it will be done. And it's a very beginner project, and you have to work hard to be a perfect on a Node.js on a Flutter. So let's continue the other thing. After the username, title, and body, what we have, we have a cover image. So generally, the cover image, okay, I will make as a cover image. So I just wanted to show the, okay, let me go over it. When I will click on home page, then I will show the blogs are available to read a user. So my thought is each blog will have a cover image. So basically I will show the image, and in the bottom of the image I will show the title. So that is the thing. So for that we need a cover image, and I will put default of the cover image as empty because we need to update a image URL after posting a blog. So the same thing we did for the creating a profile page on a profile HTTP application. So the same thing I had to do over here. And after that, we need to have a like. What are the like we have? I mean, how much like the blog get? We need to have a share, which share the blog app get, and we need to have a comment also. So from here onwards, the thing called real-time notification is came. So when you see on our Facebook, at that time you will see the lot of people are liking at the same time, and for implementing those kind of thing, we need a socket.io for the real-time notification. So suppose in a Facebook you will see in a particular post a dozen of people are commenting or liking. So the changes are reflecting at that particular time only. I mean, it's a real time. But if you work with the REST API only, so what will happen? The thing will change only when you refresh the page. So to achieve that kind of thing, we need to use a real-time notification or the socket.io for our project. So we will work on a like share comment in next coming video. I mean, if the viewer are interested of this blog app series. Otherwise, I will start a new series on socket.io that how we can implement a real-time notification, and how we can implement or integrate the socket.io to our Node.js project. So that's it. We created a schema for our blog post where we have a username, title, body, and like, share, comment. With help of username, also we will get the profile data of the user. So at the end of the blog, we will give a signature of the user, like the name of the user with the title of the user. So it will look nice. So that's it for the schema. Let me go on our roots folder. Inside the roots folder, we have to create a new file called blogpost.js where we will specify the routes of the endpoint. So to implement a REST API, first we need to import the express. And let me import the express. And we have a require. We can specify the express package. And after we need to create a router of the express package. Express dot router, and let's go. And before we move forward, we need to import the blog post schema which we created. It have inside the model. Inside the model we have a blog post model. Now let's go, and let's create a first router. Dot route will be add blog add, and the type will be post because we want to post our data first. And as you know, you need a request as response on a function, and here we will do the thing. And before that, we need to import a middleware because we have to authorize a user that the user is authorized one or not. So let me import a middleware, and again require, and I had to import it slash middleware.json, middleware.js, and after it I had to just use this middleware before doing anything, and that's it. Now you know that when we get our data with help of request, we need to create an object called blog post and blog post with the object of the request parameter. And what are the parameter we have? We have a username parameter, and the username will get using the request dot decoded because we are using middleware right now. Decoded dot username. Then we have a title. Then title will get using request dot body dot title. Let me put all the thing. We need a three thing only: the username, title, and body, and the cover image. And for the cover image, we need to implement a new patch request. So let me save it. And most of the thing which we are doing over here is already done. I mean, we did the same thing on the creation of profile data, and for the user data, all these things I already shown you. And we will get a result over here, and we will send the result back from here on a den. So let me send it, and we will send it using response.json, and I will send as an object called message or data, and the result I get. And after the den we have another method which is catch. So let me add a catch also, because most of the time I will get error. So catch, if I will get the error, then I will simply log it on a console log, console.log error. Now hit the save, and let's go. And I have to send the error message also, because if I will not send error message from here, then it will give an error, because we have a request and response, and at least in a response we have to change a response.json, otherwise it will give an error. I mean, it will keep calling the API and waiting for the response if we not send a response. So don't make a mistake, and always send a response.json back at the time of API calling. So it will be a error. So hit the save, and now it's good. And let me test it on a Postman. Before testing it on a Postman, we had to use the module dot export equal to mongoose dot model, and we have to specify the model name, I mean the schema name. It is a blog post, and I want to say the blog post which we have. Hit the save, go on a blog post again. We had to again use the module dot export over here also to export the router. Hit the save. Now it's time to go on index.js, because in the index.js we have to specify the routes. I will just copy it and paste it over here, and instead of profile route I will use blog route, and I have to specify the path where the blog route is, I mean the blog post route is situated. It is a blog post. Instead of the slash profile, if user will hit the blog post endpoint, then we will call the blog route. You know the thing that what I did over here, because I explain every time, so I am not explaining it right now. And we got an error that router. Okay, we did a mistake in a blog post.js. It's router.route, and hit the save. Let's see, now the error is gone. and let me go on a Postman, and here we will test it. So basically we are on a local host, and the http localhost, and we are using a 5000, and after the 5000 we have a blog post endpoint, and after the blog post endpoint we have a add endpoint. So let me go over here. So in the index.js we launch our server on the local host or respective IP address at the port number 5000, and after the 5000 we specify the blog post, and if the blog post endpoint will call, we will go on a blog route file, where in a blog post.js you can see that we have another endpoint called add. So let me add a slash over here also, because I didn't added the same thing, and I'm just using that endpoint over here. It is a post method type, and in the body we had to send the raw, and in the raw we have a text JSON, and here we have to send the three things. Username will be automatically get from the token, and we need a title line. Title will be hey it's blog, sorry, and in the body what I can do, that I can write anything, any good text. So that's enough. And before we hit the endpoint we had to get a token, and the token we will get from the login a user. I mean, basically if you have a token then you don't need to do this thing, because this login endpoint only I get back a token successfully back from the backend. So let me call it, and if I will get a token, then I had to use this token inside the post block header, and in the header we have a field called authorization, and in the value I had to pass the bearer with the corresponding token. So if you have a token already, then you don't need to log in again and get back a token, but I am showing you, and I want to just show you that what I will get. That's why I'm doing that thing. So here you can see that after I hit the send, I get back a response where the ID number is generated, and the username is dev stack, because I log in a user with the dev stack username, and the title is hates blog, and the body we write as blah blah blah. And you can see that here we didn't get a like, share and comment. Let me go on a blog post. Here you can see the like, share and comment, because we didn't send anything on a like, share, comment. That's why we didn't get it. And remember it, the ID is most important for us for this particular blog post, because at the time of updating a data or deleting a data of the blog, suppose you post a blog through the Flutter app and you want to do the modification on it and you want to delete the blog. So at that time this ID is most important for us, because with the help of username we can't delete the blog. If with the help of username, if I want to delete or I want to update a blog, so all the blog will be updated or all the blog will be deleted, because a single user can have a multiple blog. So to delete or to update a blog we need a unique ID for the blog post, which we will get using this ID parameter. So MongoDB is helping us to create a unique ID for the each of the block will be there. And it's very nice because we didn't have to specify a unique blog name or unique anything. So MongoDB did the thing for us that it's gave a unique ID to each of the block when we post, and with help of this ID only we will update or delete the block. And if you see that here I'm getting a error because of this thing. In the cover image I have to specify the type also, and I forgot to specify the type. And can specify the type like this and hit the save. The error will be gone. If I will again send the same thing, but if I will send the again same thing, then you will get back a cover image property also which have a empty string, because I set the cover image default as an empty string. I didn't set anything on a like share comment. If you want to set the like share comment as a 0 initially, you can specify like this. Instead of type string, you can specify the number. So the purpose of this video is already completed. In the next video, what I will do that I will create an endpoint for the updating an image like we did on a profile page, and after that we will work on a Flutter blog app. I mean, we will create a UI for it. Thank you all and happy coding. See you on the next video. Please share it and try to comment it and like it because it's a new channel. And sorry for the uploading a video very late. I'm very sick. Let's meet on the next video. Thank you.